There's a particular kind of quiet that doesn't feel peaceful. An empty apartment, a phone that doesn't ring, a table set for one. You're not in danger. Nothing is wrong, exactly, and yet something in your chest aches. We call it loneliness, and we talk about it like it's just a feeling. But here's what scientists found. The ache is not a metaphor. Your brain processes social pain in some of the same circuits it uses for physical pain. A broken heart and a broken bone have more in common than you think. This isn't a flaw in your wiring. It's one of the oldest survival systems you have, and it once kept your ancestors alive. In 2003, in a lab in Los Angeles, psychologists made people feel left out, on purpose. Volunteers played a simple computer game of catch with two other players. Then, quietly, the other players stopped throwing them the ball. That's all. A ball, withheld by strangers they had never met. But inside the brain scanner, something remarkable appeared. A region called the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, part of the brain's pain alarm, lit up. The same alarm that fires when you burn your hand, fired for being ignored. Later studies went further. A common over-the-counter painkiller, taken daily, measurably dulled the sting of rejection. Read that again. A headache pill worked on hurt feelings. Your language knew it all along. Hearts break. Rejection stings. Loneliness aches. To understand why, you have to go back, far back, to the campfire. For hundreds of thousands of years, a human alone was a human about to die. Alone meant no one to share food with you when the hunt failed. No one to watch the darkness while you slept. No one to carry you when you fell sick. In many early societies, the worst punishment wasn't execution, it was exile. Being cast out of the circle of firelight was simply a slower way of saying the same thing. So evolution built an alarm, one loud enough that you could never ignore it. Hunger warns you that your body needs food. Thirst warns you that it needs water. And loneliness warns you that it needs people. The ache is not the problem. The ache is the messenger. But the messenger was designed for a world that no longer exists. Your ancestors lived among a few dozen people who all knew their name. Today, you can live in a city of millions and eat every meal alone, surrounded by more humans than ever and known by fewer. And here is the cruel twist that psychologist John Cacioppo discovered. Loneliness doesn't just hurt, it changes how you see people. A lonely brain goes on high alert, scanning every face for signs of rejection. It reads neutral expressions as cold, short replies as dismissal. Like a starving man, grown suspicious of food, it pushes away the very thing it needs. So loneliness quietly deepens itself, one misread glance at a time. This is why just go meet people so often fails. The lock isn't on the door, it's in the perception. And while the mind spirals, the body pays the bill. Chronic loneliness raises stress hormones, blood pressure, inflammation. It fragments sleep. The body refuses to rest deeply in an empty camp. Long-term studies rank its health impact with smoking up to 15 cigarettes a day. Not because being alone poisons you, but because a body that believes it's been abandoned prepares for the worst. It burns its resources on defense. It heals slower. It rests badly. Your cells, quite literally, are waiting for the tribe to come back. And yet, here's the paradox. The philosophers saw long before the scientists. Some of the most peaceful humans in history spent enormous amounts of time alone. Monks in bare cells, hermits on mountains, Thoreau beside his quiet pond. Because loneliness and solitude are not the same thing. Loneliness is the pain of distance you didn't choose, a hunger. Solitude is distance you chose, a feast of a different kind. The difference was never how many people are around you. It's whether you feel you could reach someone, if you needed to. Aristotle called us the social animal, yet even he treasured his hours of quiet thought. You can feel desperately lonely in a crowded room and completely at peace on an empty mountain. The body doesn't count company, it counts connection. So what do you do when the ache arrives? First, hear it as a signal, not a verdict. It says, reach out. It does not say, you are unlovable. Second, quality beats quantity. One honest conversation feeds you more than 100 acquaintances. Third, assume warmth. The lonely brain invents coldness that isn't there. Correct for it. Reach out first. Studies show the other person is almost always more glad to hear from you than you expect. And when you can't reach anyone, help someone. Giving quiets the alarm in a way distraction never does. The goal isn't to never feel lonely. The goal is to answer the message before it has to shout. So the next time that ache settles into your chest, remember what it really is. An ancient signal fire, lit by every ancestor who made it back to the circle. The same pull that guided humans through the dark, toward each other, for 100,000 years. It hurts because people matter. It hurts because you were never meant to do this alone. You're not broken. You're just built for connection. Now go answer the message.